What's up everybody? In this tutorial I'm just going to show you how to create an API using Node.js and MongoDB. And so I assume you have already Node installed in your machine. And what I did, just to make the video a little bit shorter, I just created a folder called API and a controller folder, a model folder, and a root folder. I will explain to you everything, what every file does, but just at the moment just create a user list controller.js that is literally empty, and another one for the model, and another one for the root, and another one just outside but inside the API folder, which is called the server.js. So what we want to do, we want to initialize first of all the package.json, the package lock.json. So to do this, we're just going to cd we're just going to cd to the folder, and we can do npm init. That it will initialize the package lock. So the name, I just want the same name. Version, is 1.1 for me. Description, you can put just anything. I don't know. Just gonna put a smiley face. Entry point, server.js. Test command, none. Keywords, I don't know, whatever you want. Up to you. Author, just me. License, same. Is that okay? Yep, that looks great. So after you've done this, you should have package.lock, which looks like this, and you're good to go. Just give me a sec, just let me go through my notes. So we want to set up the server after this. So what we can do, we need to install Express and Node.mon. So Express will be used to create the server, while Node.mon will help us to keep track of every change of our application by watching the change file and automatically restart the server. So by doing this, so let me just clear this. Just clear the screen. So we can do npm install -- save -dev Node.mon, and this it will literally do it for us. I already have it. No, I deleted it. So it's fine for me. It will just take a couple of minutes. So by running this command, it will create for you a folder called Node modules that will have all the modules of Node. So after this, we want to install Express. So what we can do npm install express -- save, and this will install Express to your machine or into your folder. So after this has been done, your package.json, it will have two new entries, such as Node.mon and Express, which is good. So after this, we can just go to the server.js and we can initialize a variable var express equal is required, and we just want to call express. Then we want to declare app express then we want to initialize this on the port 3000. Fine, right. So then we want to listen to the port. Then as soon as you run the server, we want to just print a message in the terminal there, so to understand that everything looks okay. So what we can do user list started on, and you can just do the port, the one that you decide, So that looks right. Just see, I'm missing the column here. Yeah. So to test this, what you can do, just let me clear. You can do npm run start. Yeah. So I got the user list that started on port 3000, and yes, so everything looks alright. And yeah, let's just carry on. So we also need to install Mongoose. For those one who don't know how to spell, is Mongoose. Yeah. And so why Mongoose is what we use to interact with the MongoDB instance. And so yeah, what you just need to do is you do npm install mongoose -- save. You just run it. I don't need this here. Yeah. So yeah, once you got that, you got this. We want to go to user list.model, and we want to initialize the model of our schema. So how our schema it will look like. So we can do this by start using use strict. Yeah. Then we want to have a variable mongoose equal require mongoose. Then I want to have the schema that's equal to mongoose dot schema. Then we want to declare our schema for user, which is user schema equal new schema. Yeah. So what we want to have, I want to have the first name. So I'm just going to do like three properties. So first name, last name, and email, as we saw on the overview. So I'm just going to do first name, then colon. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Then I want this to be type string, and I'm just going to put required. I don't know. Please enter. Yeah. So then I want to have last name, which is, I'm just gonna copy and paste. Yeah, so it's required. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do the same for email, and then that's it. So yeah, let me just double check my notes. Yeah, I think it should be good. Yeah. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot. We want to understand when it's been created, so we can just put created, then date, then yeah, just very simple. Type. Yeah. Date and default, so the date or when it's been called, and yeah, that's it on this. And then we want to export the module, so we can just do module dot export, go to Mongoose model, and we want to users, and we want to export the user schema. Yeah. That's it for now. So guys, once we have the model set up, we want to do the routes. So the router, it refers to determining how an application responds to a client request for a specific endpoint, which is a path URI and a specific HTTP request like get, post, delete or update. So in this script, we're just going to do like we're just going to add the get and the post. We're not going to do any put or update. So we can just go ahead and do use strict, then we do module dot export equal function then we can do var user list equal require. So in this we need to use the controller, which we don't have at the moment, but we're going to create soon. So we can do controller, then user list controller. Yeah, spell it right. Yeah, cool. Then what we want to do, we just want to add a route. So we'll find the route in the users. So if you go to the browser and we do HTTP localhost :3000 then /user, we'll find all the user there. So what we want to do, we want to do a get request. To do a get request, we need to use this variable, then list all users. We don't have yet this method to list all the user, but we're going to have it soon. Then we can do then post, same stuff, copy this, then create a user. So same for the user, we don't have the user yet, but we can create it later. And so oh, I forgot to put this in speech marks. Cool. So then we can also add the route. This is for future video for the ID. So we can do users / then user ID. Now this, if you enter a specific ID, it will give you back a specific details of the user. I mean, it will give you back a specific user details. So we can space this and like read a user, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's format its document, and yeah, that's it for now. Hey guys, so we want to open the user list controller, and what we want to do, we want to set up all the methods that we declare in the model. So for example, no, the one that we declare in the route, sorry, it's my bad. So what we want to declare is we want to declare those three methods. We want to do the get, the post, and the other get. So to do this, what we can do is we can do use strict, then we can do var mongoose equal require, yeah, mongoose, yeah, then we got user equal mongoose dot model, and the model would be my users. So then the method that we want to call first is to list all my users. Sorry. So we want to do exports dot list, which is basically this one. I don't want to do any mistakes, so I'm just going to copy and paste it. So list all the users, which will be equal to a function which will have a requirement and a response. Then in this method we just need to do, I'm just going to format the document. Yeah, it looks better like this. Then we do the user find, then we want to do the function in case something happened. We have error, then we have user. So if there is an error, the response will be sent, and this will contain the error. Then the response dot JSON format will be user if it's not an error. Then yeah, cool. Then after this we want to do another one, which will be for create a new user. I'm just going to do this, create a new user. So then you can just, no, this is not the same, don't need this. So you can just do var new user equal new user, the object that we declare at the top. Then we do request dot body, that is equal to new user dot save, because we want to save it. Then we have the function, then we call the error, and then the user. If everything looks okay, yeah, so if there's an error, just respond dot send and just send me the error. If not, response dot JSON and just give me the user. And yeah, so that's it. Just gonna document a little bit. So we have this, we have the, and now we just want to do the last one, which is read a user. So it's equal to this, then find by ID, we do rec dot parameter dot user ID, and then we do the same for this. So for this one we just want to find the user by the ID, so find by ID, and yeah, that's it. So that looks good for now, and that's it. Hey guys, so we just missed a couple of things. We just missed to add a couple of things for Mongoose and the URL, and we just need to install the body parser, and then we good to go. So we can we need to install we need to just write a couple of lines in the server.js for the Mongoose. So we can do this by writing Mongoose equal require yeah, sure. Oh, we don't need the comma here, we don't need the semicolon here. Cool. Yeah, then we have the user, which is equal to require, then we just do API, which is the path for I want to call my models, and the path that I have in models is user list models. You don't need to put the .js. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do this. Forgot to do the speech mark. Yeah, then I just need my body parser. Body parser equal require, and I have body parser and semicolon, and yeah, then I can just write mongoose dot promise equal global dot promise. Okay, then I want to connect mongoose dot connect is MongoDB, the local host, and then should I have users. Yeah, then I have app.use. I have body parser dot URL encoded, and this will contain extended and will be equal to true. So yeah, then we do app.use, then body parser dot JSON, and yeah, then we just gonna initialize variable with the routes equal require, which will be on my API routes, and then will be user rest routes. Don't need to put the extension.js, then just the routes and up, yeah, and that should be it. Yeah, then you can open your terminal, and then you can just do Mongo D, and it should run. Cool. Don't have some errors. Oh, I need to save. Wait, let me pause it and I'll get back to you. Hey guys, so I went through my errors and yeah, I just missed the semicolon here. I just wrote all the comments. So I've missed the semicolon here, I've missed the semicolon here, just my bad, my mistake, I'm sorry. And then here I had last name instead of emails, so it kind of fucked up my database, but yeah, now fix it, so just go ahead and fix that, put email. And here I've missed the parentheses on after list or the user, so just go ahead and close it. And on the routes I've missed an S, and yeah, just put user DB instead of user, because after you get confused, because user DB is the name of your database. So once you do all this and you fix all your errors if you have. Anyway, my GitHub repo, it will be available, so if you need anything you can quickly copy and paste my code. But anyway, so you go to your folder where you have your test server or your server. I'm just going to show you the list that I have. So I have my API, my modules, and my package.json, and my server. So all you want to do is just node server.js. So once you do this, you can go to your browser. I've already tried mine, and I have this. You can also have the Postman. You can install Postman, which is really good. So Postman allows you to test your apps, so to test your API. Load. So what you want to do is I don't know, map test. So you just go ahead and do it and should be able to send it. So yeah, so that's created that, an ID, email, last name, and yeah, that's it. And if you go to here, it will be available here. So in the next video we'll be able to integrate the backend with Vue.js, so stay tuned, just give me a like or subscribe, and thank you so much. See you in the next video.